inhabitants of this land. He has a controversy with this place. And you guys you're going to get that judgment that's appointed to the wicked in this Bible. That's a guarantee. Because Christ, he came into this world to give testimony of the truth. There was no guile in his mouth. He told no lies. Read.
Because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of God in the land.
Because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of God in the land. But now you guys are getting the knowledge today. We're going to keep coming out to the highways, like Yahushua said, and to the byways. And he said, as many as you find, bid them to the marriage. Read.
By swearing and lying and killing and stealing.
And you guys like to swear and you like to lie and you like to kill God's people every day, unarmed. You got God, he's been watching this since ancient of days. He knows all about what's going on here. Read.
And committing adultery, they break out, and blood touches blood.
And all this blood is touching blood. See, we're going to tell you what saith the Most High God. We're not going to give you the imaginations of our heart. We're going to just tell you what's in this Bible, and that's all you're going to get. Read.
Ezekiel 35, verse 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir.
And see, Mount Seir, not only do we study this Bible, but we study history too. Mount Seir, that's you guys' homeland, the Caucasus Mountains of Georgia, Russia. See, you guys call yourself white, but he said there's nobody. It's in the book of Daniel. Go there real quick. Let's see. We're going to bring it out, precept upon precept, line upon line. Here in the Old Testament and there in the New. We're going to bring it out the way Yahushua did it. We're going to bring it out the way Paul did it, the way Peter did it, the way Barnabas did it, the way Silas did it. We're going to bring it out that way. Read.
Daniel 12, verse 10. Many shall be purified and made white.
So many are going to be purified and made white. See, white represents purity. But somebody that's going around killing everybody every day, you're not white. Not the ones that's killing God's people every single day. That's not white. White represents purity. That's why you guys said we're white, but nobody's white. Read.
And strive, but the wicked shall do wickedly.
And he said the wicked is going to keep doing wickedly until he actually takes them out of here. This is what the wicked's going to do until the Most High takes them out of here. Read.
And none of the wicked shall understand.
And none of the wicked is going to understand this Bible, because this was the blessing he gave to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. This is what our blessing was, the scriptures. He gave us the oracles through Moses on Mount Sinai and Horeb. This was the blessing he gave us. And now you guys you even want that. You guys have stolen everything from us. Now you even want this. You guys aren't getting that New Jerusalem. Read.
But the wise shall understand.
But the wise is going to understand. The wise people are going to understand what God is saying. But wicked people, they're not going to get this, because these things are spiritually discerned. And they're not. And if you're a carnal person, you're not going to understand it. You got a question, man?
Tell them what they could get.
What they're going to get?
And
Here.
How to get it.
You want to get it? Here, go to Ezekiel. Ezekiel 35.
Ezekiel 35,
this
verse.
is what these wicked people are going to get.
No. But tell them how to get the goods. If
How
now
they
is
going
the
to?
time to
They can't get it, because what they've done to God's holy people, what they continue to do, this oppression every day, doing all this every day to God's people. They can't get it now. Read.
Ezekiel 35, verse 3. And say unto it, Thus saith the Lord God, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee.
He's against Mount Seir. The Most High God is against Mount Seir. Read.
And I'll stretch out mine hand against thee, and I'll make thee most desolate.
He said he's going to stretch out his hands against Mount Seir, and he's going to make it most desolate. This is why he's going to keep knocking buildings down, like in Miami. They're not going to know where it's coming from. He's going to keep doing this stuff like that, because this is the Most High God at work. Read.
I will lay thy cities waste.
And he's going to lay the cities waste. Read.
And thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord.
And everybody's going to know that this is the Most High God of Abraham at work. Read.
Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred.
Because you guys have had this everlasting hatred towards your brother. This goes back to Isaac and Rebekah. They had those twins, Jacob and Esau. And Esau has broken the brotherly covenant. That's what this is getting into right here in Ezekiel. Read.
and hath shed the blood of the children of Israel.
And then you've just shed the blood of the children of Israel. This is what God's got everybody's number. Nobody is going unpunished. Read.
By the force of the sword.
And the modern day sword is the guns and all their military might. The police department, the ATF, the DEA, the FBI, all these are there. This is all about the sword. This is what he's talking about now. Back then they were actually using swords when they were in battle. But this is the modern day sword now, the guns. Read.
In the time of their calamity.
In the time when we were going through it. And our people are still being afflicted as we speak. They're getting afflicted somewhere in the world right now. Read.
In the time that their iniquity had an end.
Because the Most High was done punishing our people when he brought our people out of the land of Egypt through Moses. He was already done. But you guys wanted to continue doing it even until this very hour. Read.
Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord God, I'll prepare thee unto blood.
And now the Most High God is preparing all of his adversaries unto blood now. Now, this is called trading places. This is what Apostle Paul was saying. Be not deceived, because God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, or a woman, that shall they also reap. Read.
And blood shall pursue thee.
The Most High God is saying all of this. The Most High God said the blood is, how you doing? The blood is going to pursue all the wicked people. This is what God is saying himself. Read.
Since thou hast not hated blood.
And since they don't mind shedding our blood on a daily basis, now listen to what he said through the prophet Ezekiel. Read.
Even blood shall pursue thee.
So don't be surprised at the things like Miami. Don't be surprised. You might as well get ready and look forward to things like that coming. He's going to do it at a higher level. Stuff like that is going to happen all the time because he's coming after his adversaries now. Read.
Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate.
And he's going to make Mount Seir most desolate because all this was gotten by the bloodshed of our people. This is how it was gotten. During the Atlantic slave trade, the sub-Saharan slave trade, killing off our brothers, the Gadites, what you guys call Native Americans, and the Reubenites, and the Issacharites, the ones you call Mexicans, all these, the northern kingdoms you guys killed, and us. God knows all about it. Now you guys are going to have to pay for all that blood. Read.
And cut off from him that passeth out, and him that returneth.
And he's going to cut off all the people that did this. This is what the Most High God is saying himself. So this is the answer we have. We're going to give you the truth, not no lies. We're going to tell you what it says in the Bible. Read. Now go. You can go now.
Malachi 1 verse 1. The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Lord.
This is the prophet Malachi. He said, I have loved you, saith the Lord. He's talking to Jacob here. Read.
Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother?
Because you guys were our brothers and sisters. This goes back to Isaac and Rebekah. This goes back to them. But you guys broke that brotherly covenant, and you continue to oppress every day. Read.
Saith the Lord, yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau.
But the Most High God, he loves us. He says he loved Jacob. He loved Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But he says he hates Esau. Read.
And laid his mountains and his heritage waste.
And he laid, see, this is when you guys got destroyed, and you came back during the time of the Renaissance. You came back and you built the desolate cities. But guess what he's going to do again with that nuclear destruction? Read.
For the dragons of the wilderness, whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places.
And you guys came back and you rebuilt all the desolate places that he destroyed back then. But listen to what he's going to do again. Read.
Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down.
He says, you guys have built it up, but he's going to throw it down with that nuclear destruction and with the chariots that they know are flying around. He's going to destroy this place because they've been patrolling around and watching this place. They've been watching since ancient of days, and they've been taking records of all the things that have been going on here on this earth. Read.
And they shall call them the border of wickedness.
And God calls Esau the borders of wickedness. He calls you guys the borders of wickedness. Read.
And the people against the Lord has indignation forever.
He has a righteous anger that's not going to stop until he accomplishes his mission, until he takes care of his adversaries. That's what it's saying. He's got an anger that's never going to end. Because, and another thing, they're the ones that crucified Christ. That was the Romans. That was Esau's lineage. They crucified Christ. Read.
Amos 1 verse 9. Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Tyrus, and for 4 I'll not turn away the punishment thereof, because they delivered up the whole captivity to Edom.
See, you guys, this is going back in another we've been in, this is our 7th captivity. We were in the Egyptian captivity. We were in the Persian captivity, the Medes, the Babylonians, the Greeks. This one is the number 7. After this, it won't be another one. Now all God's adversaries will be going into captivity after this one. Read.
And remember not the brotherly covenant.
See, it goes back to that brotherly covenant. You wanted the answer. We're giving it to you right out of the Bible. This is why they're not going to get anything from him. They broke that brotherly covenant. This is why he's so angry. They broke it because we were brothers, but they've never treated us like brothers. All they've done is oppress us every single day. Read.
But I'll send a fire on the wall of Tyrus.
He's going to send a fire here with that nuclear fire. There's going to be fires here pretty soon. They can laugh all they want. And the Most High, when he actually has that in the Bible, they're going to be greatly confounded that say, aha, it's in Psalm 78. Read.